Top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. In the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Power football with the run. Makes a man miss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Leaves it with the running back. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Tulane right back to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
A pickup of 8. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
To do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down and run. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Tulane. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running to the left. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He lofts one down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on route short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Johnson looking to throw. Another incompletion on third down.
Really good third down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting him in third and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a fourth down and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this team.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to change this route. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Nebraska. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Quarterback's got the first. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
This time it's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Maddox. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Turning it on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. He's flying by and gets it on the jet sweep. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for room. It's Maddox. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Newton. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Reload. The big fullback's got it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Going downfield for the big play. It's caught across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the bat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Newton. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hit as he throws. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the run, it's Maddox. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. There he goes.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running behind that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Rides to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looks as if this running game is going to carry them to victory, and at the very least, allow them to hold their edge in the rankings.
They dominated this game early in the season, proving to the entire country they can get it done on the ground. After watching this game, David, they're making a case for being a top 10 team.
Yeah, they're going to move up the rankings for sure. You start to earn it, right? Like, early season tests are so much fun because now we have, oh, so-and-so played X, both really good teams. You could see they were better on the field. Today they proved it, especially with the physical ground game.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.